Ranking the best safeties in college football ultimate team. And boys, we're back here with another tier list update. Today we're going to be taking a look at the safety position. Before we get into today's video, I do want to talk about our sponsor real quick, MMOEXP.com. If you guys want an alternative to buying packs, consider buying coins at MMOEXP and make sure to use code DILL at checkout for 5% off your order. Now, before we do go ahead and get into the new cards right here, got to take a look at the old tier list. Really today, I think everyone has to come down a tier. I still want to keep Gerard in the S tier, but given the safeties we have today, I'm going to drop everyone down. And this is what we're looking like before we get into the new cards. Now, the first card we got right here is Molet right here. And like I said in previous videos as well, this is a Coca-Cola promo card where I'm assuming you go to the store, you get like a can of Coca-Cola. It should be like a code or something for one of these cards, but is it worth it? I mean, it's an 80 speed, 82 acceleration, strong safety, which at this point in the game just really isn't good, and also has no manner zone as well. So he really can't do a lot, but it is a potential promo in the game, and this card is going to go ahead and be in the F tier. And after that, we get AJ Halsey right here from Houston, and he is 6 foot 215. I mean, 82 overall with 78 speed, 78 acceleration. And again, some people are going to say speed and excel, not the most important thing, but it is really important in the game. Like, you don't want this card to be like a top safety in the game, trying to keep up with Luther Burden, okay? Like, you just don't want that. And also, it's not like he can make up from it from a coverage standpoint. I mean, 80 zone, that's okay if we're talking like 86 speed or something, like plus, like he could be a decent budget option, but it's like the 78 speed just really isn't good. So not going to spend a lot of time on this card. He is also going to be in the F tier. And we're also getting Carl Joseph right here. And Carl Joseph, 5'11", 82 speed, 82 acceleration. This is a potential Edgewater first the world card. And I believe if you just load into cut, you should be able to get this card. I still haven't gotten mine. Let me know if you guys have gotten yours. And this card does have 80 zone coverage. No big hitter trade. And yes, I like having play ball and air aggressive as well. And this card, 82 speed, 82 excel. I don't think this card is good enough to make the list, so I'm gonna place him F tier. I just feel like Bo Frailer, Zion Childress, and Austin Brawley are all better. So yeah, he's gonna be F tier for us. We also get 83 overall Dre Pickney right here. And this card is 6 foot, 83 speed, 83 acceleration, 83 agility, 83 change direction. Nice little balance of physical stats right there. Now the zone coverage is awful though. Also, he's basically just 83 speed, 83 acceleration, because again, offers you nothing as a coverage player, and also play ball and air balanced as well. I actually think this card is actually pretty similar to Cameron Howard that we covered in the last update, where it's just like his coverage is just too low. Like again, Zion Childress, Austin Brawley, Bo Frailer, they all hit like 80 zone. I can't really justify running Dre Pickney when you can just get these cards for the same price, and also they're better. They have the same speed, hit better zone. And after that, we get college kickoff Antavius Lane right here, and this card is 5'9", so a little bit shorter, and I do like the taller pieces on defense, but this card can potentially make up for it. He's 83 speed, 84 acceleration, 84 agility, 81 change of direction, and from a coverage standpoint, 83 man, 80 zone. So it's a good little balance of man and zone. Even though his man coverage is higher, I would say he's better in zone because of the fact that he's not the fastest. And also right here, he does have play ball and air balance. I think Antavius Lane is decent. I would place him in the D tier, but I like Bo Frailer in them. I even could see you saying you want to run Bo Frailer over him because of the fact that he is 5'9". We also get Preston Hodge right here, and Preston Hodge, 83 speed, 84 acceleration, 84 agility, 82 change of direction. This time he is 6 foot, but he hits that 85 level of zone coverage, which the threshold on like regular head-to-head is 90. The threshold on like Gauntlet and Champs is 85. So he hits the zone coverage threshold if you're playing like the competitive modes in the game. And for traits, play ball and air balanced as well. I think this card is actually really, really decent. And for me, because of the fact that he hits 85 zone, this is a card that I'm going to place in the C tier. We also get Zion Branch right here, who is 6'2", so has pretty decent height, 84 speed, 85 acceleration, agility and change of direction a little bit lower, and doesn't really offer you much from a coverage standpoint unless you have a strategy card that can +1 zone. He hits that 80 level. He is 6'2". He's a decent like budgety user. I would place this card in the D tier. And we also get Major Burns as well. And Major Burns, this is a Coca-Cola player once again. So like I said, with the 80 overall, this actually looks like a pretty good card. He is 6'2", 83 speed, 84 excel, 81 agility, 84 change of direction, and again offers you basically nothing from a coverage standpoint. And it's kind of like the card we just covered. Like, I have similar thoughts on both because again, he's tall, and it's just like his physical stats doesn't really offer you much coverage. I'm gonna place Major Burns right by Branch right here in the D tier. Now after that, we get Jahdae Barron right here from Texas, and he is 5'11", 84 speed, 83 acceleration, 85 agility, has 80 man coverage, 84 zone coverage. And if we look at his traits, play ball and air aggressive as well, and the big hitter, I like having those two things on yes, or like play ball and air aggressive, big hitter on yes. Now, what I will say about this card is if you have a strategy card that can get him up to 85 zone coverage, I would place him in the C tier. That 85 level is when the reaction time starts to get a little bit better. So 80 zone and 84 zone gonna play the exact same way. 85 gives you a little bit better reaction time, and then the next threshold is 90. So yeah, just depends what strategy card you're running. I will place him on the D tier, just base card though. And we also get Zaki Wheat right here, who is 6'2", 84 speed, 85 acceleration, 85 agility. This time he does have pretty decent man coverage with 77 zone, and for traits, play ball and air aggressive, big hitter on yes. And I think this card's decent, but I kind of have very similar thoughts to him and also Branch and Burns, because I feel like as a man coverage player, he's just pretty much just physical stats, which I don't think the physical stats are that great on the card. Wish he would hit like a higher tier of zone, and then he would have been C tier. Now after that, we get Threatt right here from UCF, and this card is 5'10", 85 speed, 87 acceleration, does have a little bit lower change of direction, but he also hits that 85 level of zone coverage, so I think he can make up for his lower change of direction. And if we look at his traits, big hitter on yes, play ball and air aggressive, I like the card, man. And this card for me is gonna be in the, does he make B tier? No, he's gonna be like top in the C for me. I like the card. He's one of my favorite options in the C tier. I just think these B tier guys are slightly better. And we also get 85 overall Austin Brown right here, who's 84 speed, 85 acceleration, this time 83 man, 78 zone. He is 6'1", and for traits, no big hitter, but does have play ball and air aggressive. I feel like the zone's just a little bit low, and the physical stats aren't like crazy. I actually feel pretty similar to this card with Zaki Wheat, Branch, and Burks. Gonna place him in the D tier. And now after that, we get Bud Clark right here. Now, Bud Clark, I feel like he is a little bit underrated, if anything. He is 6'2", 86 speed, 86 acceleration. He also does hit that 85 level of zone as well. No big hitter, but does have play ball and air aggressive. I think Bud Clark is a great safety in the game. I would place him top into this B tier. Really like the card. Almost wanted to put him A. And after that, we get VJ Payne. This is a personal favorite Dill card, by the way, but VJ Payne, 86 speed, 90 acceleration. 90 acceleration is awesome. He's also 6'3", so has great height, 80 man, 80 zone. Big hitter trait on yes as well. This is what I think about VJ Payne, okay? So VJ Payne as a user, like a pure user defender, A tier. As a coverage player, I would place him B. So I am going to have Bud Clark and VJ Payne in the B tier, because I just don't want to base everything on the fact that if he's a user. And after that, we get potentially free Wyatt Eckler right here from the season pass. And Wyatt Eckler is 5'11", 87 speed, 86 acceleration, 85 agility, 87 change direction with good play rec. Hits that 85 level of zone as well. No big hitter, and also has play ball and air balance. I think this Wyatt Eckler card is great, man. I think Wyatt Eckler is on a pretty similar level to like Hollyman, Watts, Clinton Dix, Brian Branch. I'm gonna place him top into this A tier. And right after that, we get Tyron Matthew right here. Now, Tyron Matthew, from a stat standpoint, 88 speed, 88 excel, 89 agility, 88 change of direction, does have 89 zone as well. With the potential strategy card, could potentially get the man up to 85 or the zone up to 90 as well. And again, I think the one weakness on the card is the fact that he's 5'9". And what I will say about this card though too is you don't necessarily have to play him at safety. Like, he could be a really good slot corner for you, or just a corner in general. Now, is he worth like the 500K? You know, worth is always kind of tough for me, but big hitter on no, play ball and air balanced as well. I think this card has to be in the S tier, but I wouldn't really play him as a safety. I would play him as a slot corner. I think that's his best role. Now we also get Kamari Ramsey right here that has 86 speed, 88 acceleration, has 84 agility, 89 change of direction, 6 foot height with 85 play rec, does hit that 85 level of zone coverage, and also play ball and air balanced and big hitter on no. And Kamari Ramsey, he's in like an interesting spot, because I feel like he's like a B plus type of player, where it's like it's either bottom into A or top into B. I'll lean him bottom into A though. I do think he's a really solid safety in the game. And we also get Malachi Starks as well. And Malachi Starks is 6'1", 88 speed, 89 acceleration, has 85 agility with 85 change of direction, hits 85 for both man and zone. And you could potentially get the zone up to 90 with the strategy item, and has a big hitter trait on yes, play ball and air balance. I think Malachi Starks is probably the best safety in the game. And yeah, I'm going to place Malachi Starks top into this S tier. I think he's an absolute beast. And now we also get Hunter Wohler right here, and Hunter Wohler is 6'2", 89 speed, 90 acceleration, and this time has 86 man coverage, 82 zone coverage. And I feel like this rating right here is really the one thing that makes me a little bit iffy on where to place him, but he has the big hitter trait on yes, he has play ball and air balance. And for this card, right, I think if you run a man-to-man style of defense, he's great. 85 level of man, 89 speed, 90 acceleration. If you run zone, I think he's more of like a sub linebacker and a user type of player, but he's the fastest safety in the game. He hits decent coverage. He has good height as well. I feel like I have to place Hunter Wohler in this S tier as well. So yeah, boys, this has been my thoughts on the safety position in College Football Ultimate Team. Let me know your guys' thoughts down below in the comments. Let me know what you agree with, what you disagree with. Who do you think should go up? Who do you think should come down? Now, if you guys did enjoy this video though, want to stay up to date with everything that's the best here in College Football Ultimate Team, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. If you guys do want to go ahead and see me use these cards live on stream, been streaming here on both YouTube and Twitch to watch on the YouTube. Make sure to hit that noti bell as well. You'll be notified every time I upload or go live here. Or if you guys want to watch on the Twitch, check the links in the description, hit that Twitch with a follow. But if you guys do want another video to watch, check out this one right here.